I met him about a year ago. I was in a pub beer garden just killing time and, well, my liver, when this spiky-haired muppet shambled in. I took one look at him and thought, now this is definitely a man who was shat in the back of a police van at some point in his life. He sat next to me and started ranting about politics and Thatcher and about anarchy and smashing the system. But nothing he said made any sense. It was like he knew some of the words, but not the tune, you know? Like someone had shaved a monkey, stuck it in a pair of piss-stained cargo shorts and taught it how to shout about class war. Anyway, he was entertaining enough. It turned out that he was drowning his sorrows because he'd been kicked out of his digs for trying to start a revolution. Or he'd fallen asleep with a fag in his hand and set fire to the carpet. He wasn't very clear on that part. But we kept drinking and chatting, and I guess we kind of bonded. He turned out to be a literate little fucker, and we shared the same point of view on a lot of topics. Anyway, at some point in the night, I agreed to help him move the last few possessions from his old place to the new one. Neither of us could drive, so we fished a supermarket trolley out of the canal and used that to transport his stuff across town. Great God, it was glorious, like Hannibal leading his elephants over the Alps. We pushed that squeaky metal bastard for 5 miles over cobblestones and dirt roads. After we dropped it off at his new place, I helped him unload it and then we returned the trolley to the canal. We were sweaty and tired, so I suggested one last drink to finish off the night. As we were heading to the pub, it happened. We ran into a bunch of 4 or 5 townies, tracksuit wearing fucktards who were looking for someone to beat up. Well, I looked at Scabs, and I knew. We were brothers that night. We'd only just met, but I knew that here was a guy who had my back. Him and me against the world. It took a couple of seconds to register the sound of his boots disappearing into the distance as he fucked off and left me. That night was the first time I got my nose broken. It still clicks when I sneeze. Anyway, Scabs is alright. As long as you don't rely on him for literally anything.